Hi, everybody. My brother and I were reminiscing the other day about some of the things that we used to do when we were kids. We weren't bad kids. We got into mischief every now and then, but we weren't bad kids. It was actually my father who would guide us into mischief sometimes, and we would all have fun together. And even my mother would laugh at some of the things that we did. When we lived in Bell Harbor, we lived right next door to these people who certainly enjoyed their weekends off from their given professions. Unfortunately, they would have around the clock booze bashes playing rock concert loud music all night, early into the wee hours of the morning. And they also had a dog who never knew the restriction of a leash. The dog wasn't a vicious dog. And in fact, we used to joke that if Fido, which is not his real name, had ever lifted his leg to pee, he'd tip over from inebriation because he was just as intoxicated as his owners were. One day, it was about 5 o'clock in the morning, I had bought a brand new Ross 10-speed bike with my own money. I had delivered countless items for the local shoe repair shop on my old bike to buy the new bike. And by accident, I woke up about 5:30 in the morning, something like that. The sun was just coming up. I thought, hey, I can get a ride in on my bike before I go to school today. Well, I tried to do that. And as I stepped out to our garage, I stepped in a steaming, heaping pile of what Fido had left in front of the garage door. It couldn't have been 5 minutes that the pile was there. And I came in the house and I said, Dad, you're not going to believe who left what where. He said, how fresh is it? I said, maybe you should come and see for yourself. He said, okay. He saw for himself. He got a snow shovel out of the garage and a couple of pages of old newspaper, scooped it up, and then very quietly brought it over to our neighbor's front door. And sure enough, the matriarch of the family, who was about to go to work about an hour later, stepped right into it as she stepped out of her front door. And she was wearing sandals, no less. And that was the kind of mischief that we would get into. You know, nothing really malicious, but it was enough for us to have fun with. And that is mischief, ladies and gentlemen. We were mischievous. We were not mischievous. There is no such word as mischievous. I've looked it up in half a dozen different dictionaries that I've been able to get my hands on in different places, the libraries, the bookstores. There is no such word as mischievous. If you say mischievous, you get on the nerves of everybody else, especially me, okay? And I speak for a lot of people. That's the whole idea of Mr. Neponset, okay? So take your mischievous and, well, I'm not going to say what you should do with it, but just pronounce it the correct way, mischievous, all right? That's all we want from you. You're no better or no worse than anybody else. All right, have a great day. We'll see you soon.